Alright folks, welcome back to Fallout 4, All Companion and Affinity playthrough. I am Ren, and this is Piper's house. Just visiting a little bit before hitting the road again.
Anything I can do?
Alright, well we should probably get back to Good Neighbor here. Okay, just gonna stop here for upgrade to the grip. Oh, not this one. Deliverer. Yay. Okay. So, was just making a quick stop to Sanctuary, drop off some gear. We actually equipped
You are tied to this place, kid.
MacCready as the general. I'm gonna just skip out on that. Alright, let's get on with it. Back to good old Good Neighbor. Alright, so the most important part of stopping back in Sanctuary is now that I have enough weight down, I can actually wear my charisma enhancing gear.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
Yeah, when can I start?
Well, aren't you an eager beaver?
You're the
If
beaver.
You don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in. I'll give you 50 caps to start. Interested?
More.
You can do better than that.
Fine. Take 100 up front.
This is just a bad deal.
You're killing me here. 150 to start.
Still not good enough.
200. And that's as high as I go. Jeez, I gotta watch out for this one.
I'm in.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown. Get to work.
Yeah.
Just tell me what I need to do.
It's a simple job, really. You are gonna be doing some digging.
I'll do whatever you need.
Good to know. The other two are down there digging already. Go give them a hand, will you?
I think we can finally get through.
Want to see what's on the other side?
Oh, yeah. You think Bobby will pay us this week?
I don't know, man.
Starting to feel like we're doing charity. It's crawling. Fire alert. Fail. Bobby can take this job and shove it. Good luck down
My luck.
Now it's just starting to have fun.
What is going on in my tunnel?
Hey Bobby.
Bobby,
What is going on in my tunnel?
looks like we are having crab for dinner tonight.
You'd eat Mirelurk? Ugh, no.
I would.
Disgusting. Tough, but somehow slimy at the same time. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw what being cheap got me.
Just tell me where to go and who to talk to.
I knew I liked you. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
We get to activate more companion Tagasha
Find anything
Tagasaki dialogue.
Right here. Let's go. Bashes in the Commonwealth. Right, I'll take 2 servings.
Alright, got another one of those noodle conversations in.
Hey, Sean.
There you are. Was wondering if you were gonna show up. Yes, it's me. I have to hide my face in these parts. People like me aren't allowed around here. Now let's get down to business. That big wall of glass looming over Diamond City is the mayor's office.
Right.
Most people don't know it, but there's a strong room buried beneath. Mayor's just sitting on top of it. And that's our target. The guy has it coming if you ask me. With how he treats my kind, maybe he deserves worse.
That's fair.
So this is all for a good cause.
Don't get me wrong. The caps are my primary motivation. If I get to take them from a bigot, that's just icing. So, what do you say we make this party a little bigger? I managed to track down my tech guy. His name's Mel, and he is right here in Diamond City. The guy can make a gadget to solve any problem.
Any problem?
He's a bit locked up right now. You have to get him out of there. I can't just stroll into Diamond City security with this face, covered or not.
If you really think we need this guy.
Trust me, this is the guy we need. Pick a lock, find a key, bribe the guard. The usual stuff.
Sure.
Just get him out of there.
I think if we hurry, we can just talk them into it. I think this entry condition is a little similar to the
Need a haircut. Talk to John at the super.
to the jail under Dragon's Keep.
Hey!
You got something to say?
I was hoping to get Mel out of lockup.
I didn't know Mel had friends. All right, he's pretty much done his time. Let me open up the door. All right, free to go, buddy.
Oh, they're friends. Good.
Yeah?
Let's just
Hey.
get out of here.
You that trader up from Quincy? You selling any ointment? I got me this itch.
Sorry to hear about that.
Getting me
Oh,
out.
there you are.
So, you're Bobby's new toy.
Yeah, this year's hottest gift. Get one before they're gone.
I don't really do the whole gift thing. That would require having friends or family. God, that woman doesn't have a patient bone in her body.
You could be
I wasn't
my
serving a
friend.
life sentence here. What? She couldn't wait like a day? What's the job?
Bobby can fill you in on the details.
Yeah, because I'll get so much out of her. Bobby may be shady, but she always pays up in the end. So, I guess I'll get my stuff and head over to her place.
Got yourself into trouble again, Mel?
What can I say? I learned from the best.
All right, we're
What's the
all
deal,
here. Mel, you want to introduce your little friend?
Yep. Meet Sonya. This little bot is going to help us move through the earth like a mole rat on jet.
Because a robot with no limbs is exactly what you want for your digging operation.
What did you expect? A Mr. Handy with a shovel?
Yes.
She's one of a kind. I modified her radio systems to emit sonic pulses at frequencies that can loosen any sediment around.
Mel says we'll be able to get to the strong room 10 times faster than just digging.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And it's a hell of a lot safer than loading this place up with dynamite.
All right, guys, get ready. I'm not completely sure how this place will respond. So, brace yourselves. Sonya, do your thing.
Came right up to my door and took the job. She takes orders and she's useful in a fight. What more could I want?
She seems to have a good head on her shoulders. Maybe we don't burn bridges this time.
Yeah.
I'm right here, guys.
Well, you're not going to need that stuff anymore.
Why don't you have a gun now?
Anybody else want to take a break? Yeah.
Power armor that way through that fragile wall. We're
We
going
need to get through
this
here,
way.
Mel.
Sonya.
Okay, so Sonya's now playing music, so that's terrible. Okay, just gotta wait for the shot to line up. I don't know where they're going. Okay. Well, there's plenty more where that came from. Oh. This is what's terrible about Mirelurks, is Mirelurk hatchlings. So then I have to switch out my high DPS or my low DPS high damage weapon for a high DPS low damage weapon just so I can take care of their hatchlings. Then I switch back to the shotgun to fight them, but then there's like 3 hatchlings just hanging out there because why not? This is a bad quest. So, we need to deliver to start some guys out to build up a bunch of crit, but we should soon switch to a submachine gun. Okay. Enough of that fun. Ghost Slayer Synth Right Arm. That's a pretty good pickup, I guess. I don't know, it's fine.
That looked like it hurt.
Alright, might want to switch over to... Oh, no. Okay, great. Let's see what he dropped. No, the one that I care about. Nimble Radium Rifle. Okay. I don't know too much about the DLC weapons, so can't judge this very well. Strikes me as cool. Alright, we gotta level up. Well, we'll loot some stuff quick, make sure that this area is empty, and then we will worry about leveling up.
Yeah. I wouldn't touch that pie. I don't trust anything that looks that perfectly preserved after 200 years.
Alright. Now, this isn't the best for where I'm at right now, but I really want that local leader. It'll make some stuff a lot easier, so we're going to go for that. So you got to be careful here. There's Mirelake Kings if you go the wrong way. There's actually, I don't think you should run into them if you go the right way, but...
Who was that?
Oh. So the struggle here is to remember which ones are Mirelurk and which ones are Ghoul.
This place was run by Mr. Henry.
So this might be an area I go back through later to loot, because Sonya's making me very uncomfortable. Oh, that's right. I think this room has a glowing one. There he is. Martyr's Combat. Oh, this is a really good pickup. That's one of my favorite effects. And another pickup here, I didn't notice that there was two legendaries, but apparently there was. Junkie's Combat Shotgun. Kind of interesting, probably won't get much use out of it. Maybe we'll whip it out when we're traveling with Kate.
Sonya.
Okay, that was Roy Brown.
Ooh, I think we're almost to the end now. Exciting times.
If you had anything else you wanted to check out in this tunnel, I suggest you do that first.
Oh, why do you think that's the case? Just because that map marker is there?
I'm ready.
You got it. Let's do this. Ready, Sonya?
Yeah, there's some interesting pickups you can get down here, but I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Okay.
Bobby.
Great. Now my socks are wet. Well, guys, we're right under the Diamond City strong room. We still need a way to get up there, though. Mel, you think your robot will work here?
One blast from Sonya, and I bet the floor above will come right down.
Well, then make it so.
Right then, everybody clear out. Sonya, prepare yourself for a blast at maximum power.
I don't know if you needed a spot to rest, you could do it here. Blammo.
Here we go. That didn't sound good. Sonya's okay.
Now let's get up into that strong room, shall we?
Let's do it.
Oh, no, Sonya!
Pull yourself together.
Dibs.
We don't need that thing
I
anymore.
called dibs.
But
You can make another robot with the haul we get from the strong room. Keep your head in the game.
Now clearly Mel should get an extra cut to compensate for his greater investment. I mean, that's just fair business, right? Ah, it's labeled strong room.
Bobby, what are you doing here?
Ah,
You seriously
and now we find out the truth.
end of your scheme? He took you in, Bobby. And you're stealing from him?
Don't listen to her.
Things are going to go south here in just a second.
Hell was right. This isn't Diamond City.
So what? This doesn't change anything.
Yes, it does.
It is still the same job.
Nope, don't steal from ghouls, just ghoul haters. That's the rules.
Nice no-nos.
So you determine who's good and bad in Fallout, how they treat ghouls.
You know, Hancock, the mayor of Good Neighbor.
Damn it, Bobby.
Listen, guys, I know this isn't what you expected, but there are still a ton of caps on the line here. Help me take her out, and all of it is ours.
This is Hancock we're ripping off here. The guy tends to hold grudges.
Counteroffer. Just go back into your tunnel, and we can forget this ever happened. What do you say?
You lied to us, Bobby. And you have to pay.
You can't do this to me. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
MacCready
You know
admiration.
what? Fine. More for me.
Oops.
Fun. So, you impressed yet? I told you I was a damn good shot.
Oh, sweet.
Actually, I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, I thought you might be. I'm completely self-taught, you know. Picked up a sniper rifle when I was 10 and never looked back. Always thought
I
it
was
smart to
aware.
hit my targets at long range. I mean, why take chances, right? Besides, I had to come up with every trick in the book to survive the Capital Wasteland.
What were you doing in the Capital Wasteland?
I was born there. Lived underground in a place called Little Lamplight with a bunch of other kids. Left there when I was around 16.
Around
We
16.
had a policy there. No adults. When you were 16, you packed up and left.
Why'd you say around
Sounds
then?
crazy, but
It was a very
putting
specific
adults
number.
around was something we couldn't trust.
Pretty brave. Bunch of kids living alone like that?
I don't know. Looking back on the whole thing, I think we were just lucky. Anyway, when I hit 16, I ended up wandering the Capital Wasteland for a while.
Right.
Took the odd job here and there, but things were pretty hot with the Brotherhood of Steel running the show. So I hitched a ride with a caravan and made my way north until I ended up here. Made a pretty decent name for myself before I heard that the gunners needed some sharpshooters. Biggest mistake of my life. They were animals. Killed anything that moved if it got in their way. I went with it for a while because the caps were good, but I don't know. I guess it started to catch up with me. So I quit, which pretty much brings us to now. So there you have it. My whole life in a nutshell.
Yeah, we're not going to flirt with any more companions.
Wow, that's an interesting story.
Interesting or not, I felt like you deserved to know who you were traveling with. Look, I know I tend to be a pain in the ass. I know I tend to be arrogant and I come off like I want to be alone. Nothing could be further from the truth. Being alone scares the heck out of me. Now that we've been traveling together for a while, I'm beginning to realize how much I missed having someone I could depend on. I just wanted you to know that I'm going to do everything I can to see that it stays this way. Well, that's all I had to say. Hope you got something out of all that. I know I did.
I have to say, I'm not really cool with how this went down.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Me too. Me too. Well, I'm out of here.
Interesting. I think this is the first time I've actually just flat out killed Bobby without
You made
being asked. What was that?
Hey,
you made the right move.
Bobby lied to us. I'm glad it shook out this way.
I was itching for a fight. But I guess this works too.
You could have helped.
Here, take this. A token for doing
Oh,
the
a
right
coin?
thing.
I knew what it was. Wow. Oh, I have a lot of 5mm ammo. Fire is a decent effect for this to have. I believe explosive is a lot better, and wounding is the best on a minigun.
Hancock will be happy to hear about your loyalty. You should go pay your respects in person. It's best to stay on Hancock's good side. Trust me.
Because the flaming effect, it it's like a damage over
Not going to
time,
last long in all this
and
radiation.
with being a damage over time effect, it doesn't stack.
Been talk about Vault 81. Some problem there you were caught up in? Quarantine or some such? Damn, you get around.
The
Your
Wanderer.
buddy MacCready's got a rep here.
Wanderer.
Good neighbor. Bad attitude. Good aim.
Isn't that what you guys kind of hope for?
Mayor Hancock.
Well, if it ain't Bobby's little patsy. Here, for protecting my stash. Wise decision putting Bobby down like that.
Bobby tricked me. She got what she deserved.
Yeah, that's usually how the story goes around here. Let me tell you, this classy little tri-corner hat of mine is getting heavy. Am I turning into the man? Some kind of tyrant? I spend all my time putting down the people I would have been proud to scheme with just a few years ago. I need to take a walk again. Get a grip on what really matters. Living free.
Can you just leave, good neighbor? Aren't you the mayor?
Hey, the mayor's still the mayor whether he's in residence or not. I've walked out of here plenty of times. Keeps me honest. Can't let power get to my head. That's not what being in charge of good neighbor is about.
Well, see you around, Hancock.
Yeah, you too. Gonna take some time to think about all this. You ever need a good-looking ghoul to watch your back, let me know.
Well, that was about the best way to get out of that conversation.
Trying to stay on good behavior here.
Calm down.
Make me do something I'll regret.
Alright, and while we're in Good Neighbor, we're going to have a little talk with
You know,
Daisy.
the ghouls out of Diamond City, right?
Yeah, the blowhard, Mayor Duha.
They'll get
Hey
his
there.
one day. You watch.
New face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
I don't think that's enough money to cover clearing out a whole building.
You got a good point. We'll make it 250 caps.
Let's push it.
Hey, it's not just the cost of ammunition. Danger means doctor's fees.
Yeah, all right. How about 300 caps when it's done? Deal?
Yeah.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Okay, before we hit that quest, we're just gonna swing up to Sanctuary, clear some stuff out. Okay, we're just moving our upgrades over to the Martyr's polymer, or the Martyr's combat left leg. Oops. Somebody's not wearing clothes. I'm someone. Now, here's an interesting thing. While it's often a good idea to pick locks for the experience, the public library is a very important exception.
Welcome to the Boston Public Library. The library is currently closed. Only employees and those with a scheduled appointment may enter. All other guests are invited to return during normal business hours.
I work here. Let me in.
Please provide your 6-digit employee ID number.
Yes, right. My ID number is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Welcome, Mr. Mayor. Please enjoy your visit. Mind the mess. We are currently undergoing maintenance.
Now, if you didn't actually do that, you would get in here and there'd be super mutants and stuff fighting already.
We're splitting all that, right?
You can have some caps, whatever.
Hey,
What's up?
Can I really not give you bottle caps? Apparently I can't pay you. Alright, sorry. So, I don't know what the timing is, but I'm just going to make my way in here. And basically the super mutants will start to attack, but we're seen as allies because we're seen as an employee. Actually, might be going in that door.
Possibly pile books this way.
Yeah, let's actually explore the library a bit before opening that door. Oh, never mind. Ooh, our martyr effect busted in. Oh, I missed a 78%. That's...
Attention. Pretty breach near subway entrance. Visitors are advised.
This is actually an interesting fight because if you play your cards right, you can no-kill this. The only problem is the guys by the subway entrance. They don't wander very often, so what you have to do is you have to just spam a bunch of wait commands. I don't know if they can get... Yeah, they probably can get through this door. This is another instance where you can kind of farm the 5mm ammo because everybody who picks it up automatically gains a clip's worth. Oh, come on, I'm fine, guys. You need my help.
Citizens, you may now resume citizens' normal activities here. The area.
We are on
Safety off.
Identify yourself.
Heads up! This shouldn't take long.
gone. Spineless human.
Well, we lost a robot. And he lost his head. That's what we call an eye for an eye, right?
Every bone in your body.
Suffer and bleed!
I'll make this quick. Now we're just starting to have fun.
Security breach neutralized. Visitors may now come and go as they please. All employees, please return to work.
Okay, we should be able to find like 4 or 5 overdue books scattered around. That's one. That's 2. Right, here's the intelligence bobblehead.
Bingo.
3, 4, 5.
There has to be something worth a few caps in here.
Now, you should normally skip this if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, but I'm a little impatient. I think that there's some good stuff in here.
That's it.
I think 70 redemption tokens is enough to get a skill book. Oh no, I only get 5 per. I was thinking I got 10 per. I need one more overdue book to get the Massachusetts Surgical Journal. And I don't think it's available here in the library. So we'll just continue on, that's fine. Back to Daisy.
You're back. How'd it go at the library? Get rid of those super mutants.
I managed to fight my way through the library. Oh, and I dropped off that book of yours.
Only 200 years past due.
Oh, now you're
No,
willing to
it's a
tell
hard
me.
request, but thanks for making the library a safer place. We gotta keep some old buildings sacred, you know. Here's your money.
Ooh, a level up. I do want to grab local leaders so I can set up my supply lines. I think there's a little bit of conversation we can have with Daisy. Let's see if I can trigger it.
Daisy.
Means a lot to me that you made the library a safer place. Thanks again. Now you're here to trade.
Oh, we're supposed to ask about the screaming.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
We have to question Ghoul?
Ghoul? What's a ghoul?
You're looking at one, sweetheart. Didn't have any shelter to go to when the bombs fell. Radiation's kind of the ultimate makeover.
Your hair looks
Done
nice.
wonders for my skin. I look pretty good for being 220 years old. Now you buying anything?
Wait, You're 220 years old.
Okay, okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Here we go.
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
It was pretty much what we have now. Just with less rust.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Well, you're either the most
MacCready
well-researched
thumbs
fool
up
I've
that.
ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there.
You don't say.
We should get back to business. What are you picking up?
Let's see what you have.
Cash or trade? Let's get started.
Don't know how I accidentally got turned there, but... So she has 2 unique armors.
We're gonna be moving way too slow unless you lighten your load.
Fair point, but we gotta check out this ghoul. So I think this is the only person named hotel worker. Like,
Oh man, someone new. You need some jet, man? Homebrewed, reasonable prices?
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the gunners, right? The high-end
Sure.
mercenaries? Well,
yeah,
a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen.
that's a good plan of theirs.
I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
Your offer's a little low, Fred.
Alright, let's make it 250.
Not good enough. You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
I did say that, didn't I? How about 300?
How about we go all the way?
Good neighbors full of chem addicts. You have plenty of money to fund this job.
Okay, okay. You got me. 400 caps, that's all I can put out.
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Okay. So they
I'll
didn't.
just clean up around.
Yeah, they didn't bother to name her, but they gave her a unique name. Really? All right. Let's see, who do we got around here? Oh yeah.
What? No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault.
We paid for that?
Then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect. How? How's that possible?
Let's see how MacCready likes this.
Well, you kill enough people. Sooner or later, something's bound to make you immortal.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
Real funny.
Thanks, MacCready.
That robot.
Back 5.
After the bombs fell and I came to, that bucket of bolts was still there, trimming those damned edges like nothing happened.
Your script doesn't say damned, but whatever.
Yeah, Codsworth has a few personality quirks.
You know, you're the only other person I met from before. Oh God, I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement, once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec seals experience.
Hey, you know you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will? Okay, I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right?
They sort of live there.
I'll see you there.
Yep. I'm actually headed there to drop off some garbage. Alright. That was a solid tip from Daisy. So now that we have local leader 1, it would actually make sense to start recruiting.
Attention Commonwealth residents. Are you looking for a safe place to settle? Home in on these coordinates. If you're willing to work hard, you can make the Commonwealth a better place.
Great again. Okay. And we will put you on a quest line. Cool.
Museum can as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is, of course, for science.
And can we move? Oh, I can move Preston. Okay, you're going to Red Rocket. And Dogmeat. You are going... Oh, no, not... Why would I send Dogmeat there? Codsworth. You are going to move to Red Rocket as well. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what I did here. So, I really want to get the appliance line set up so that I could get... Oh, I need a bell, quick. Perfect. Alright, now I can show you guys what I got set up. So I moved all my crafting stations into here with the exception of the power armor workbench. And I moved Codsworth and Preston over here. That's a little screwy looking, but whatever.
Gotta be honest with you, I feel more comfortable with the rocky ceiling above my head.
You see, MacCready's sad that this isn't a cave. So Preston and Codsworth live here right now, and I will move any other companions here who are into crafting, and then I can just come to this station. It's small, there's no room for people to wander to. I ring the bell, do my crafting, then I can move on. Yeah, so that's what Red Rocket will be for now. I'll probably fix it up a little bit more eventually. As far as resources, it has a melon plant and a gourd plant, and I may have those backwards. Preston is working the farm. There's a water pump right here, and there is a machine gun turret up there offering 8 defense. So this place should do pretty well. Let's scrap this before it blows up. Yeah, so that's what I did. So you'll see me here crafting more rather than at Sanctuary, and that's why. So I have a provisioner set up to run stuff from Sanctuary to Red Rocket. It's a very short path. And I will show you my provisioner here right now.
You got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Just looking to trade a little.
Go ahead.
And the extra little touch, Sanctuary to Red Rocket, is the name of her gun. Alright, so that's how we do things. Clear the perimeter first. MacCready, this way. You found a dead body, MacCready. So I don't know what the implication is if the gunners, who the gunners would have met in Resistance taking this place. But here we go.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
You know, what this area could really use is a little more hallucinations of my dad and schoolyard bullies. That's what we really need in here. Alright, I collected a Tesla Science. 5% critical damage on energy weapons. Excellent. Jeez, you were on it, man. Oh, those are kind of cool. I'll take those.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Ooh, those are charisma items. I get to switch out for my fashion glasses. I'm excited about that. Alright, we could take our time going into that room. Get some giblets down here. Giblets. Got my giblets. How am I doing on laser ammo? Really, really well. You got a plasma weapon in there? God. Should at least have something up to caliber. Yeah, we'll switch over to this. God. It's a nasty item you got.
Please evacuate the building.
Now die where I can find you. Steadfast Gamma Gun. Plus 50% damage resistance while aiming. That's kind of weird. Well, that's too bad.
Please evacuate the building.
Alright, I might have lost a little bit of video there. I used this terminal. It was a novice unlock. I was able to reset the password, which gave me the password to this lab access.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
sometimes the game gets a little screwy and decides if you go through somewhere, or if something happens to your companion, then that should affect you. And I think somebody else just used a stealth boy.
Evacuate the building.
And there is a trap, so I don't really want to run up to them. Well, actually I could do this. Yeah. That's how you do like a jerk. That was a mean way of handling that situation. Jeez. She has a great weapon, whatever that is.
Please, evacuate the building.
Okay, we have the one hallucinogen canister to bring to Fred.
I think I've found a drug that even you think twice about huffing.
That's so. All right. Can't wait to start breaking this down in the lab. Here's your payment. In full. As promised. Anyway, do you want to pick anything up? Homebrewed chems right here.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I got this one gem here that... Oh, man.
See if he has anything crazy. I wish he would. Like a rare drug. That, like XL or something in here that was crazy expensive. That'd be nice. Alright, and as we close out this part, which I think would be about appropriate here, I'm going to do our tradition of reading a poem, still by Henry David Thoreau. This one's kind of in reflection to the vault salesman. I knew a man by sight, a blameless wight, who for a year or more had daily passed my door, yet converse none had had with him. I met him in a lane, him and his cane, about 3 miles from home, where I had chanced to roam. And volumes stared at him, and he at me. In a more distant place I glimpsed his face, and bowed instinctively. Starting, he bowed to me, bowed simultaneously, and passed along. Next in a foreign land, I grasped his hand, and had a social chat about this and that, as I had known him well 1,000 years. Late in a wilderness, I shared his mess, for he had hardship seen, and I a wanderer bane. He was my bosom friend, and I was his, and as methinks shall all, both great and small, that ever lived on earth, early or late their birth, stranger and foe, one day each other know. Right? This has been Fallout 4, All Companions. I've been Ren. I have been thoroughly enjoying my travels with MacCready. So thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you guys back for the next part. Goodbye.